Hello.
Hello. I think we're gonna do it all together with Nanette. Mine, I think, did she take my chart? Her chart? No, she did not. Okay, hold on. Let's put that. Why don't you catch with Nanette, and I'm gonna just get myself reorganized here so I'm not in the middle of something.
Knock, knock.
You want to pull a chair?
Okay. Ayan siya. Ay, Jane, can I borrow one?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
Wait, more chair.
Okay. Oh, she's...
Yeah, she's confused. Do you want to come over here?
Sipon?
No, allergy. What else? Else is new. This one is new. Well, this one is just recently. We just passed it. Most of that. Like this,
Oh, yeah.
Janice Freeman.
Janice Freeman.
When we do this, that you haven't. I mean, she refused on the 11th.
11,
Right. And today.
11, 12, and today.
When you said it like that, you have to tell me, you have to document there, if you inform the MD.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but how do I know?
I also faxed this to Dr. Peplau.
So just put it there, you inform on those dates.
MD.
Because you did that, or you put it there, and that's very important. And whatever you did, like, you fax to whatever, Dr. Papo. By the way, these, you got your shoes?
Oh yeah, I faxed that.
Okay. So this one's
12, faxed it over to them.
and the informant 312, 313. Oh, where's your fax? You sent me fax too. You said you faxed it too, right? No?
Yeah, faxed it to
But you said inform.
inform through
faxes.
fax.
Okay.
So
You just put and the inform through fax. You should
kasi
have-
I called them.
Okay, and also fax. You just put it
Okay.
if you need that. So,
I'll just and left a voicemail
okay.
and
As well as
fax.
faxing. Yeah.
Sinungaling ang babae. Pasyente ko dati.
Who is this woman?
Pasyente ko yung asawa dati. Tapos may caregiver siya. That was last year. Tapos yung caregiver niya, may colostomy yan eh. Puro tae siya dito. Sabi ko, you're doing it wrong. Galit siya. Hindi ko pa siya pasyente. No, we've been doing this for how many years? Janice, your husband has poop everywhere. So that's not the correct way for colostomy. Oh, she called her. Sana. She's a realtor lawyer. Oh, she called him. It's like they're doing it incorrectly. You can see the irritation here. It's all poop. Oh my God. Yung anak?
But that's not your patient.
My patient is the husband.
So
Tapos
at that
hindi pa
time,
siya. Buti nga
so
nakalimutan
this
niya
is
ako.
the one with the colostomy.
Yung lalaki.
May colostomy.
Tapos nung binigay sa akin ng Ariel, buti hindi na niya ako kailangan. Ay, galit na galit sa akin. Tapos ate ito yung sa computer.
I know. We will talk about that.
Oh, I was the first.
Wow, cool.
Chair will travel, start
Yeah.
as I have.
Okay, let me start this
You go
one first, right, okay. Well, actually, this one is just, I received this one
Okay.
today only, that, you know, he missed visit, and this is a wound visit. He said that patient refused, to be seen during 3 to 11 for wound care, and then tried explaining to patient the importance of wound care, still refused to be seen, even today. And then patient last seen today, and then that's only after that. So I told him that next time when you document, you have to tell here,
One per day.
right.
Oh, one per day.
Actually, I will just excuse you with this one. One per day, you notify the doctor, and then if you can, put there why she's refusing. It's
Okay.
she doesn't want to suspension, for, you know, patient doesn't want to give any reason, but you have to notify the doctor.
Yeah.
And then it has to be actually one per day, because when Sarah will plug this in, she knows that it's a missed visit because, you know, patient refused. Then you have your documentation on that day.
Uh-huh.
That's the way you're going to document. And then you said, yes, you notified the doctor. Put it there what you did. Call doctor, fax the documentation. Then you're covered. But then, is there any order received? Did the doctor said,
Well, we gotta look at doing something different for this
Right.
patient.
Still waiting because the last time I informed them is today.
because this is already like how many days, and this is a wound care.
But
And see,
she
what
was seen on Tuesday by the doctor.
Okay, but
They
the
did the
doctor
wound care.
thinks that he saw her on Tuesday. And in his mind, I've got this patient covered with home care.
That's why I informed them Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then Thursday, and then today.
So that's like what, 3 days?
3 days.
They still, they have to do something. I mean, you know.
And what did you tell her the potential was? Did you say there's a potential of hospitalization? We need to know that. When a lawyer
I'll
goes to
just-
look at that,
I'll just write it down.
that is what they're looking for. Oh, you have employed, well, what did you tell her? Oh, it's a nice thing. I'll give you an example, real life example. We have a nurse here who is approaching patients very nicely. Oh, it's okay if we don't see you. You can have your choice. Oh, you don't want to visit today? Oh, that's fine. No, it's not fine when that's good. And, you know, the appropriate response is, you know, the doctor asked for us to have home care for me to see you today. Doctor really wants you seen. Not, oh, it's okay. And if I sound like I'm making fun of it, I am. Because to me, that's not a professional's response.
Documentation, number one, is very important. It's not you're only covering for yourself, but you're also covering for the entire agency. Because otherwise, all of us will be in big trouble here. Now, if I guess you have time today, right? So you can rewrite this and do it like today, and then do what you did, what the doctor wanted, and then what's our plan? Because this is already 3 days. You know, I'm pretty sure they probably will give you something.
No, Dr. Peplau now. I have
Okay,
experience
why-
with them.
what cur-
I have experience with those doctors. I know them. Usually, after 3-4 days or a week before Dr. Peplau contacted
Okay,
you.
then here becomes my question. Have you communicated that clearly to Nanette when that happens?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you why. My guess is that as a supervisor, Nanette may want to look very closely at us accepting patients from that physician. Why? Because he puts our nurses at jeopardy. He puts our nurses at risk. By not calling you back, he puts your license at risk. Because if this patient gets infected, this was the law. Do you see? Can you see? I've seen it. I've heard it and I've seen it. they will tear you apart up and down. What do you mean the doctor didn't call you back?
Yeah.
You didn't call him back? You didn't call him back 3, 4, 5
Yeah,
times?
I have records that I called him, her.
You know, they'll take you apart, but you didn't write it down. If you didn't write it down, it didn't happen.
I'll just rewrite it everything.
Yeah, just rewrite it, and then it's just like, for your own good.
But you need to communicate to Nanette too, Chris, when
Mhm.
it's happening. Because is that the kind of doctor we want to do? Who doesn't call our nurses back every...
As today, when I received that, I have the email thing that I received only today, so I will keep
What
it
email?
aside. The one that I received this, I emailed you. Maybe you haven't seen that. That have you notified the doctor, because today is the only day that I received that note, your first note without this, so that's my only concern. But anyway.
If it happens, I have to inform right away.
Yeah.
I mean, through Blue Note.
Phone.
Phone call, notify the doctor, document it.
I emailed you that she rescheduled.
Yeah, but you didn't say,
When you have a patient who repeatedly does not allow you to come, okay, she is putting your license at jeopardy, she's putting the agency at jeopardy. Why? We have a written doctor's order that he is expecting that we are following. People are treating the doctor's orders like they're loosey-goosey. Like if I go where I go, oh, they really won't care, they don't pay attention to me, they don't really listen to me. No, that's not true. When you get in a court of law.
but actually, please, even if you notify me that patient refused to be visited today, rescheduled for tomorrow, to me, that's your own lookout. What is this patient, what are you there for? Did you call I don't have
Yeah, I called.
of,
No, I mean, when I informed you, I already called the doctor. Do I have to send you a detailed email or whatever I did? I mean,
It has to appear in the chart. It has to appear in the
in the
chart.
chart.
in the chart, but I can write it down here, but
Yeah,
not
but you
to.
didn't.
I can fix it.
No,
Yeah, I know. I can change.
To fix it is not what we want. We want it done right from the beginning.
we have to go
Okay.
move forward.
It's
from
called
now.
right
I
from
guess
the
I'll
beginning.
just change profession then.
Yeah, we have to move forward.
Mhm.
We're just letting you know now. I'm gonna give you a lot of
I'll just quit.
samples.
Yeah, I'll just
Your-
quit. Yeah,
If
it's.
you're just going to quit.
I think that's what you want, or
No,
since
no,
you
no, no.
cursed at me.
You know
I
what?
think
You know what we
Since the
want? We
what
want to see you
cares?
do the best. We want you to see the care that you can provide, documented appropriately,
Mhm.
so that we have a good record of what happened with that patient.
You don't even think that since what? I just know you, few months that I started here. I don't know you, I have nothing against you. So I'll just go for whatever we received, okay? And these notes that, we're just discussing from you is, it has some validity, and this is for your own,
What do you want me to do with those notes?
well, with these notes, we're just showing you, how you do it and how you are going to correctly do it.
Because I can put in my notes that the things that I did.
No, you don't. You don't
I'm
have
just putting what I things that I did.
Right, you said you did, but I don't think, in general, when I look at you, I don't think you're giving yourself credit and getting credit for as much as you do the patient. And that's because, like you said, you had already called the doctor on these things. How would Nanette know that? How would I know that? Because it's not written. How would a court of law know? Because it's not written. Yet you did it. And you need to give credit for it. The same thing here. If you've done something, if you've provided education, Medicare looks at education and teaching, and I know that you do it, but you've got to put it down because otherwise it looks to Medicare, in some cases, not necessarily in yours, but in And there's some here, there just doesn't look to be any skill. And
And
there's-
I'm pretty sure he's been
and
doing
you're doing things, but you're just not getting credit. Then what happens? Medicare calls for the chart.
Because I just don't write notes just to be pretty. I mean, if I don't do it, I'm not gonna write it down.
You don't, and you shouldn't.
If it's a wound care, that's it. I did the wound care.
Okay, but
now,
what
now
we're
let me see
encouraging
the
you to
wound,
do
the
is
wound.
look at it, even that
This-
wound care.
This is just one sample. This is wound. This is
Carol
Catora.
Catora.
Yeah. Okay. Now, is there anything that says wound
Before,
measurement?
I thought it's once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah, once a week. Okay.
I used to do it every day, every other day.
Okay.
Yeah, so what date is this? 2/27, 3/12. There's still no wound. You know what I mean? So these are just randomly picked by Gail.
Have you seen other nurses?
No, we're not going to talk about other names. We're
No,
just-
I mean-
the standard is, the other thing, Chris, too,
Okay.
even if you're not measuring every day, you need to tell us what the wounds look like. Because
So I
you
will
know.
measure. So what I'm gonna do
Once a
now?
week measuring is
No,
fine.
I'm gonna do every visit now.
What is your policy here?
Once a week measure.
Once a week. I used to do every other visit, and then
You
I was
can.
told once a week.
You can,
Because I don't know their policy, that's why.
it's once a week for measurements,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
it's once a week for measurements, but every visit, tell me what the wound bed looks like. Because you know and I know how that can change so quickly.
Let me tell you about your, history.
And tell me exactly what you did,
Yeah.
not just wound care.
Right. Well, he did a little bit here.
Good.
You know, give him a little credit, but it says here, legs and both foot are cleansed thoroughly with, maybe you can make this computerized a little bit smaller so it will fit.
Oh.
Because if, IDPH or whoever will say roll, what is the meaning
I
of
didn't
roll?
notice that.
I
I
know.
think I used the.
Even wrong spelling, my God, they're so very picky sometimes. So I
won't.
know it's wound cleanser and dried with gauze applied.
Okay, that's
No,
good.
I don't know
You're
what
telling me
is
what
this.
you, yeah.
I don't know what is this low.
Lotion.
Okay.
It's just it's just what's that? Typographical. So including
Sometimes, excuse me, typo.
You put this in your mailbox, in your inbox.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sorry.
So, you have to be careful also with this spelling thing. I know it's sometimes pain in the butt, but if they're going to be very picky, if they cannot find anything, they will pick our spelling. I know, I've been through with all these surveyors, whatever. But this is a little bit good, to openers ordered. I don't know what kind of lotion. Okay, so is it a plain lotion? Is it with
Medicated?
Medicaid lotion? You have to specify that. And then with Curlex, secured with Medfix. What is Medfix?
it's a kind of tape that holds well.
Oh, okay. Procedure tolerated by patient. Okay, so those are the things that you have to, improve of measurement once a week. So,
I'll just do every visit.
You know what's hard about every visit? It's harder to show progress
yeah,
on the wound.
just do it quickly.
I can tell you what I used to do, Chris. I used to say that every Monday.
Should I sign those?
Well, these are not your original, these are copied.
Those are the original.
No, these are not original. I think copied by,
No, I did. That's the original.
this is not original, because you
Oh,
can
copied.
tell it's copied. Now,
Copied by whom?
by Gail. So
Okay.
just to present it to you. And then this, your name, you have to sign,
Yeah. Okay.
not just, type. So when you,
Original.
yeah,
You can sign
the
those.
original, you can sign back.
I thought it's the original.
It looks-
Because I stapled it like that.
Yeah.
So it's all your patients with wound, you do the same thing, low wound measurement with Jesse Johnson, those sort of thing. And then Other thing is in Wayland, Virginia,
Uh-huh.
this kind of notes, there's no actually skills,
Uh-huh.
no skilled nurse. You know, when you read these notes, necessary to be in that, nothing.
When Medicare looks at a visit to say, we paid you for this, and
Yeah, I
you either-
understand.
you can keep your money or you can't keep your money. Doing a simple dressing change, like, okay, see this, I've been picking in my hand. Somebody slaps a 4x4 on it and put some tape on it.
Yeah, but with this case, her blood pressure is up and down. Breakthrough Clinic knows about it. That's why there's a monitoring. But this day, when I saw her, there's nothing wrong. So I kept on monitoring her. She's a breakthrough patient.
Okay,
Breakthrough, you can't just
Then-
discharge them. I mean,
no, but what you do
You have
need to
to.
do is you need to state,
Yeah.
this patient has labile hypertension,
uh-huh.
Has labile hypertension. Today was first, second, or third visit, and her blood pressure. Give your
Is within
impression
normal.
is within. This is the first, second, or third time her blood
So if
pressure.
the day that I was there, everything is normal, should I just mention that before she was like this and then now she's like that?
That is a
Exactly.
very good, because then
Exactly.
when somebody is reading this, says, oh wow, so the business is improving or whatsoever, and then what are you teaching? Okay, is she restraining with salt or something, or is she compliant with that, with the diet,
Is she following? Is this? Have you been working with her? I would say today, she's with you being in there. She takes her meds on a regular basis. With RN oversight, patient takes her hypertensive meds correctly. Because what does that show? You being in there reminds her that she has to take her hypertensive meds all the time. Now you're going to know if that's correct. I'm just pulling that out of thin air. But okay,
So I'll just show the progress at the back.
and show the progress of it, but show what impact your visits are having. Patient slowly becoming compliant with her low sodium diet. Or making something simple on a breakthrough patient, but she recognizes when foods have high salt content. The patient can name 4 foods.
I'll
She
just
should
Yeah. And with this medication part, you used to like X all of it. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh yeah, every visit I instruct every medication one. I pick one.
Okay, then put
Good
it there.
job.
That's a good
The
one.
name?
That's a
Put
good
it
one.
there.
That's
Like,
excellent.
like low pressure,
Yeah, every medication I pick
Right.
one and then
patient able to the dose and what are the symptoms, that she has to watch for.
so I'll just write the name of the medication.
You cannot just put XXX there and then what? I don't know,
Name the medication, and you can break it down, Chris, to make a coverable visit, down to the mechanism of action of low pressure, and then the next visit, you go over the side effects. Those are 2 very skilled things, but we have to have the name of the medication and what you did. It can be very simple like that. It can be as simple as, I taught her, I reviewed 4 high sodium foods.
You know what I usually do? I will.
That's a great idea.
I will work. You have your computer. I will work some of the side effects, whatever, and then I will just highlight the one that's very simple, and I will give it to the patient. But not that's very simple one only, because
I
otherwise.
think I've been doing that. This diet regimen. Every medication, I pulled it on the computer, I print it out, I give it to them. Then we discuss that. But it's not written.
Exactly.
But it's not written. And see what you're getting. Okay, when you're printing. Okay. when
Yeah, I
you're
spend a
printing-
lot of paper and ink with that.
Okay.
And then I'll give it to them, but it's not written. I thought it was enough
You
or
know
something.
the other part of that is, I know it's gonna cost you money, but let me tell you, it's gonna make your visits a lot better. Attach a copy to there. Whatever you give to the patient, we should have a copy in the chart.
I don't care
usually
about the
have
ink,
them
I can
sign.
get
I
it
usually
for-
have them initial that I gave this teaching to them, and that is a very, very.
If they will sign, because
They
most of my patient, oh my God,
They don't, then
yeah, they will not
They
just,
don't.
oh, I'm just signing again. It's like,
Just
most of the time they don't want to sign this. I signed last week.
Okay.
And then you just explain to them, Medicare requires that I have your signature every time I'm here to prove that I've been here.
I'm doing that, Jean, but with regards to this patient,
She's not exactly easy.
I was telling her before that this is a pain in the butt. Every time I ask her to sign this, oh, she complains. She calls her lawyer's son, and then why am I signing? Then the son, then, what is she signing now? It's just my visit, sir. It's just my visit
There are
to
some
prove that
patients
I'm
like
here.
that.
Every time I come,
Yeah.
before she signs, she will call her son.
And that's, that's part of the role. We just, we're gonna have
Yeah,
some
but
patients like
to
that.
sign another document like the teachings, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a discussion again an hour with the son. I just want her to initialize this teaching.
That's okay. I mean, in the ideal situation, you get the patient to sign it. In her situation, just staple a copy to your visit
Yeah,
record.
that's
That
good.
is
I'll do
beautiful.
Okay.
That'd be beautiful.
No, Sandra Bush
Mhm.
is a very complicated patient, right? I just saw one TPN order again for her, those about things right now.
I faxed those. Did you get it?
We have that TPN order right now, is there?
Yeah. I'm the one who faxed it.
Oh, okay.
Several copies. That's for you.
Okay.
I got it
Sure.
from IV Solution.
Yeah, I think I printed it, I don't know, I haven't even have the chance. Now, when you put peak
Care done.
care done per protocol, what is our protocol?
What about this? I already did it here. Do I have to write it there again?
Then why did you put it there if it's in here? Let's see. Type of line, peak line, central type. What is this? Right.
Right. Yeah. Right arm.
Now,
Okay.
she had that.
Should I do that?
They did they put in a right.
No, this is an old
No
one.
evidence of infection. Dressing change performed by nurse. Cap changed. Nurse.
Cap change, what did you do prior? Did you just unscrew one cap and throw it in and then?
Extension
put it
to-
on?
I thought I'm gonna do this here.
Line flush 10 cc
There's a
water. Heparin.
Pick care here.
Okay.
Should I write it down?
50 units 5 cc.
If
What
that
is
covers
this
all
50?
the things that you do, you don't.
50 units of
50
heparin.
units of heparin, and then 5 cc. See, our
10
cortisol
ml.
is not even,
10 ml saline. 50
Yeah, I
units.
know.
5 ml.
Did you put it in the final?
It's in there, yeah.
It's on the
It
final.
was the one who did the SOC was Kat, but it's in there. And then I checked it here? Should I write it again at the back?
No, you don't have to. Then you don't have to write it down.
Oh, but I did it.
Because it's already here. Peak line is done. That's why we have this check.
So it's
so you
like
don't
double
have to.
talk.
Right. You don't have to.
No, I mean what you're saying is double talk because if I mark the medication here a while ago, you want me to discuss it again here.
No. You got it done. When usually you're just XXXX, right?
Mhm.
So what is that XXX means? When you put it here, prescription refill by, you X that one too, and you didn't put anything
I mean,
there.
what about
So
the other,
when-
like medication names?
Okay, medication.
Should I
names,
discuss
then you
this
just
again
put-
at the back?
God,
Yeah.
yes, because.
So
where
this
are you
one I
going
have to
put it
discuss
there?
that at the back.
No,
No.
this one is
The
very
pick care.
specific already.
Oh,
The medication
okay.
is not, right? The medication is not. So when you put it there, let's say there's another, like I said, Metropolo or whatever, it doesn't have any checklist here for Metropolo to watch for whatever, right? So you just put the Metropolo and then you just put it here, discuss signs and symptoms of blah, 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 blah. You know? And
See,
that's
there's
it.
you're catching one of the foibles of the note.
Yeah.
On the top part right there, it's not very specific, and we're
Mhm.
saying you gotta be specific. The
Yeah.
next section is very specific, and we're saying if you fill out that section, you're filling out all about the peak care, and what we're looking for is the details. What I'm wanting to know is, do you wipe the threads with alcohol? Do you not wipe the threads with alcohol? I need to know that. You change the pick cap, okay? You change the cap. And my question is, are there 1 lumen or 2?
Yeah.
Because my understanding is they put in a double lumen,
What does she have?
a double lumen,
Now she has a double lumen,
A
but it's
double
not a
lumen.
pick now, it's a central
a
line.
central line. I just want to make sure that
So
you're
when was it
covering
changed?
yourself with what you're doing.
Mhm.
And what you're pointing out is right. That top above is not very specific. You're going to have to take and
Okay.
put the specifics in the back.
Because this
On
one
the
it says
pick
pick
part,
line.
Yeah, it's specific.
It's
Oh,
crossed
you
out.
erased
Don't need
off.
Central
When you
line.
crossed out, again, I'm not
Oh.
being picky. When you crossed out, you put their error and then you initial, correct? That's the nursing standard thing. When you cross, that means error, initial, and then so this is the one that's correct now. Okay. I thought it was checked what I said. Okay. Now,
And you don't have to pick it
can
for in the back
specimen
again.
drawn? What is this?
For pick.
Oh, lab. Lab
Don't have to put.
specimen.
You do it on the front for pick.
For pick.
Can I borrow it from
For
you?
pick.
Do you mind? Am I putting my two news in where it don't belong? This part here, the instructions. Change none. Update medication profile. Drugs, dosage. Okay, so this is a new drug. Fill in the drug name, the dosage and the frequency. Okay? Or and it's effective, yes, no, other. And when you're teaching them on a new one and it's brand new, you're not gonna know yet. So it's gonna be blank. But if you instruct them, medication. Now, when you put the X there, I'm looking for some detail. What is the medication name? What did I tell them? Did I teach them the effects? Did you didn't teach them the side effects? If you hand them a printout, Chris, I would put instructed on medication name,
And then, even if I had the printout,
metoprolol.
I will still discuss it here.
Well, no, I say metoprolol, see attached
Okay.
sheet. Staple it, and you're done. If the patient will sign it, more power
That's
to
very
you.
good, yeah.
It'd be excellent. If the patient can't sign it, won't sign it, it's a half-an-hour phone call with the son.
Just still put it there.
Put
in
it
their
there and
folder.
don't worry about the signature. Yeah, the signature here. Everything in this section, pretty much, you're gonna have to quantify on the back. Because we don't know what drug. If it's all drugs, that's pretty hard for a senior to understand.
I don't discuss 2 medication in one visit, just one.
And
Right.
get credit for that. Take the credit.
You have to, otherwise they will not remember.
Here,
I cannot remember.
down here, this section is where this one section you're gonna have to add on to it. This section, you may be able to get away with just your check boxes and filling in. Okay? And then you don't have to go back and put it back here.
Mhm.
We've already seen it by the check boxes up here. If
But
there's
is
any-
there anything there, the site of the, where the center?
Yes,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
could, but you need to fill in.
infections.
Yeah.
You
You need to
have to
tell,
fill
I
in.
need to know whether it's the right arm, the left arm. I need to know.
It's
right
already
There,
here, right
there.
chest. That's why I don't.
That's
That's
when you started, I think, to.
no. It was. I started this back.
I'm trying to tease with you. I'm very glad you're here to
Maybe
tell me
make
right
it a little
chest.
bit smaller so it will fit.
Yeah,
in.
I started this back in August.
Okay. Dressing change performed by nurse. But what did you do? Dressing change. Did you use alcohol, then betadine, then alcohol?
Subtically.
Chloroprep? Okay.
Flora prep for her.
I mean, most people don't use alcohol and betadine anymore, but there are some old-fashioned kits out there.
That is what I'm
And
telling
that's
you to, like,
good.
when you check off there, but
Still
if you need
discuss
to-
it at the back.
If you need to, like,
You could either
discuss
fill it in
yeah,
here.
you can there,
And then you don't have to discuss it in the
yeah,
back.
or if not,
Or
or if
you
it's
can put it in the
longer,
back.
then you can put it
Put it in
here.
the back.
Yeah.
So we gotta know what, because, see, and let's look at that.
So,
And this is a legit case. My husband happens to work for a medical manufacturer. And one of their competitors got a bad set of chloroquine. they didn't know which of their kits they had made up with alcohol and betadine. They just knew the serial numbers that they had sent out to the supplier. The supplier then had to notify their home health care agencies there had been a recall. And how did they do it?
I remember we had that kind of guess.
And it happened with alcohol wipes too. Just go back and look at their nursing notes. I mean, it was a nightmare. How would we be able to tell this lady those bad kits? We wouldn't, because we don't know what you used. You just told me, so I know you're going to fill it in. But sometimes that's how it comes back.
I'm gonna tell you a story too about Breakthrough Clinic.
Are they?
I have a patient who, we had a patient, she's allergic to betadine and she needs to be catheterized and they use Chloroprep.
Yeah.
She's a female. And they use Chloroprep. She was like, oh my God, what's that? It's burning.
Yeah, it's burning.
That's how stupid the Breakthrough nurses in Lombard. Chloroprep.
She's allergic to betadine, so what else are you going to do?
Call the doctor or ask. They just use the Chloroprep. Can you imagine?
That's painful.
Chloroprep is like alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's more potent than alcohol, and they use.
Oh my gosh. That's painful.
That just makes me painful just thinking about it.
I know about it because the LPNs at Breakthrough, they called me. We use Chloroprep, and she was shouting, naturally. But she's allergic to betadine. No, call Dr. Kraus. Ask Dr. Kraus what you can use.
In actuality, my understanding is, like from Rehab Institute of Chicago and stuff, in that case, plain soap, in any case now, plain soap and water.
Chloroprep.
Even for male, that one will still hurt.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah. More so for female.
I cringe when I.
I just couldn't imagine the pain. But anyway, let's
for
move on
a
because we're so busy, and I know you still have to go and visit. Like Mills Gloria, what are you doing still in?
When was this?
This one
That
is-
was my last visit for her.
so you want to discharge.
They just removed the staples
Okay, so
and
no
still
more.
just.
Okay, so you know,
But that was my
it's
last
already-
visit, so
Okay, so you're going to discharge
Uh-huh.
Mills Gloria.
Okay.
It's
Did you
only
notify
therapy.
her a weekend in advance?
yeah,
Okay.
another weekend. 2 to 3 weeks. I already told them that.
We have to sign that
Sign the discharge paper.
non-coverage, Medicare
Medicare.
non-coverage.
Oh, we have to do that
Oh,
now.
yeah. It's about like at least a week or 72 hours that before you discharge them, you have to let them sign.
Okay.
That's very important because they can
Why we're
complain.
not doing that?
Oh, that's Medicare.
Because we have, why, Chris? Because for a lot of reasons, the process really got really well. It's not something new, it's just something we haven't been compliant with. If this is a Medicare patient, if you have provided her the number of visits that you said you were gonna provide, all you need to do is do the white one that allows her to appeal her discharge. If you provided less than what you said, either in supplies.
Is that the yellow or the?
And that's the yellow.
The yellow thing.
You don't have to do it. Okay?
Well, this
Same.
one is also, no, this one is.
Yeah, same
for
nose.
Ron.
His discharge
Okay, so
Do we have the discharge in-house?
in house.
this one is.
Have you turned in the discharge?
Oh no, that's gonna be my.
Okay, this one is 3-2.
Mhm.
And today is, we're already.
I discharged
going
him
to third week.
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, then when you have plan, like this one is 3-2, right? And you're
We
going
should
to
see this.
discharge him by next week, you have to put here that you discussed discharge plan.
I'll check here.
Um,
I usually check it here, but yeah, I didn't.
yeah. So you have to discuss your plan to discharge on next visit, and then you put the date, since patient is already compliant, whatever, stable blood pressure, wound healed, those, anything that you think that they don't need skilled nursing anymore. Put it there. Then, at least, that's why, I said we have to have QA.
Yes.
Because we don't see any of their notes. Once they tender, go.
The other thing, Chris, is you need to say, okay, a week ahead of time. This is our discharge plan. Patient's wound is healing. We'll plan to discharge next visit. You can put it, I like to see it written big and bold right in the bottom of the chart. Plan to discharge patient next visit, wound healing well, patient in agreement, patient in agreement. And then where is it gonna go? Your nursing services just gonna drop out to follow up with primary care MD, Dr. So-and-so. You're
There you
covered.
go, covered.
You're done.
Good, you're done.
You're
Then
done.
Jean and Annette cannot say anything else. Then I will say, wow, look at Chris.
Look at Chris. I mean, what we're saying here,
Should have write it down.
you can write it
Do
down.
you see it now? Do you see where we're coming from? It's not that we're picking on you. It's like at least, I think, because
But
you have like
my handwriting, I mean, that's why I turned into this when I was coming back.
Well, okay, I'll give you, I'll learn my chest, yes, but it's not your handwriting. It's,
Yeah, I know that.
it's you're not getting credit for what you're doing. Yeah,
So you're gonna write me up again?
of course.
For
Because it's just like that we'll counsel you. We'll only give you the first warning, okay, that we're doing this because of your poor documentation, in spite of multiple counseling we did, you know, the last time the first counseling, and then Jean has been calling you multiple times, or these and that. And then because of your wound measurement and assessment, and also incomplete progress note, the one that we discussed, and no signatures. I don't know why you forget that, you know, those no signatures. And of course, I have still to mention that late submissions. Okay, you're improving, don't get me wrong, you're improving in submission, but it's still.
I have a question. Do I have to? Can I refuse with the start of there?
Sure.
Because it's not my job. I mean,
sure you can.
I applied here to do routine visit. No, I'm full time.
Full time?
Yeah, and I'm not salaried. That's why when you told me cancel all the patients, I paid per
What do you
visit.
mean cancel?
When I was about the discharges, you're gonna give it to another nurse. It's a big loss for me.
What do you mean?
A week ago or 2 weeks ago that you have to come here Friday.
Oh, no. These girls told me to like let you tell me. I said, if you can arrange these patients that you're going to visit, because you're, I think we're advising you to come, like, I don't know if it's Thursday.
Yeah, Friday.
Arrange this patient, because you have only 3 patients on your weekly schedule. I said, if you can schedule these 3 on another day. If you cannot, tell me so I can reassign to
Yeah, that was I got
the
afraid.
weekends, to the weekends.
It's
okay?
big loss for me.
No.
It's
But
I
listen
paid.
to this first.
Yeah.
Okay, whether you lost or not, but because you have tons of paperwork to be finished, you have to come out. It's not my decision.
But I did it.
You're wrong.
I pulled it everything from my records because I asked about the
No,
list.
I mean, you still have a lot of things to.
Yeah, but I did it in
Yeah.
Thursday. I was here. Instead of coming here Friday, I did it Thursday.
But
So
you
it's
will-
completed.
you will come on Thursday, Friday to complete all those things, because you have like, I cannot remember.
Yeah, but-
2,000 pages.
Yeah, but what I did Thursday when I got the list, I got it from my folder. That's why I faxed it to Sarah that it's already done.
Increase it. If it's not in the office.
Yeah, I know. That's why when I asked for the list, oh, I have this. I just faxed it.
But
And then I
when you
done
faxed it,
Thursday.
it's still not clear. They want you to finish
That's
all
why
those
the
papers.
following day.
It's not my.
I don't know.
decision
I'm not. Don't be defensive. I'm just telling.
No, I'm not.
Wednesday I faxed it. The following day, Thursday, I gave the originals, just to prove that I did it.
But it's still, I think they're requiring more. Because you know, when Gail went to Sarah, they sit down and see what you submitted or something. There's still a lot more
Like the one that
into
she emailed me. They emailed me. The 2 lists from those email are already done. I already have an agreement, and still, if it's not in the office, how could I have an agreement about the discharge?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
You know,
Oh.
the agreement was once you get the discharge, they send us an agreement. That,
Once we get the discharge, if I get to go correct.
Correct.
Then,
so how come, if it's not in the office, how come I have an agreement?
I don't know.
okay, what happened, everything was Thursday. They gave it to us to review on Friday.
Oh no, that's not, Jane. I have an agreement like not
From a discharge, we don't do discharge agreements unless there's correction.
3 weeks ago, like for example, 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I already have an agreement, and then I'm being asked to return to give those papers. Like, I have an agreement. Why should I give? I don't have it anymore. It's not that I submitted, and my agreement was 4 weeks ago. So it means
it's for
if 4
start
weeks
care?
ago, no, for discharges. So 4 weeks ago, I already submitted it, but after 4 weeks, I still got the email.
It said the discharge had not been turned in.
Yeah, it's like I have an
Unless they're
agreement.
talking about the original, I don't know.
No, I submitted the originals.
When you brought that up with Sarah, do you have a specific case you can
No,
bring
it's
up
not with Sarah. I was emailed back with an old list.
Okay.
That's why this is crazy. This is the oldest
Those
list.
lists are because we will not know.
We have no way of
We have
knowing.
no idea.
Because
Sarah is
the
one
day
who's
after,
making all those lists.
yeah, Thursday, I checked it with Sarah. It's not already on her list.
So, well, then she has to update that. Maybe the list that she submitted, and then you faxed, and then she did not updated it, and then maybe, I don't know who faxed it
The one
to
that
you.
Gail had issue with, that it looks good. So let's say you submitted all the stuff last Thursday and Friday. And then you sat down with Gail to review the list again. The person that was brought up there was a discharge in question, and you said you had done it 4 weeks ago. Were they able to find that paperwork in-house? Just that one particular one? Were they able to find it in-house?
I don't know which that person is. I forget.
Okay. Pay attention the next time as to who it is, write it down, and then let's follow it through the process, because we'll follow it through the process, and then Mike would be in favor of that, Gail would be in favor of that.
Because
We
otherwise
wanna know
Sarah
too
will
from
be on our
coders,
back.
have we reviewed that discharge? And if we have, it should have been on I should be able to sort my spreadsheet to tell you every first discharge that I have looked at since January 1st.
Because they do come to me, and Sarah will go, I need this from Chris.
Like for example, I have a patient.
All
They
three
sent me a
of us.
patient, Madolaso,
Yeah.
or other patient. I don't know them. It's like, why it's in my list? If my list is getting longer, it's not. They're not even my patient.
Okay.
But it's a bad image for me. I mean, you're gonna get it. She's gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Like for example,
All you
if
need to do is just give the patient.
it's like it's like I only need to submit 2, and then I have 4 there. They're not mine.
No, you can do your best.
Just go ahead and put it down. It's not my patient. Write back to Sarah in the email. Don't ignore it, is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't ignore those 2 patients on the list. Write back to Sarah and say, Sarah, so-and-so and so-and-so is my patient.
With my handwriting, because patient can sign here. Should I continue
in your
doing?
computer, they can sign.
Yeah, I can give you an example.
That's a nice one if we have computers. they
This is
can
the
sign.
program that I bought.
That you bought.
Where's the back? Like for example, this.
But you know what? If the patient sign here, then they should have us at least submit an attestation, right? Signature attestation. There you go. And then you're clear,
And then
right?
he's clear.
Yeah.
So we need a
And this is the exact, Chris, when we go computer.
Yeah.
So when they sign this,
They just need to, we need to find out from Gail if we.
I
can
know,
get
because
that
if we,
out.
yeah,
Because if
we
we
have to have
actually,
this.
we have, but what he's got on his surface,
It's not yet in our policy.
it's not yet in our policy.
So it's not going to be,
And the surface.
because it's still the original when they
Show me
sign
how
this.
they sign it.
Okay,
Just
hold on, it
pretend
hanged.
I'm
But we
ignorant.
have, it has to be in our policy because
Or in
if,
their chart,
right.
just say, I attest that
yeah,
this is my signature.
right,
Have him print it out and,
right, in all the patient's chart.
now it cannot be, it can't be a copied signature, Chris, they have to sign each one.
Okay,
But there, I know, they were telling us you were able to do this on the surface.
Yeah.
So you take it.
yeah, because back before you and Gail were here, we discussed about this, and Ellen agreed, and they can sign here. So this is the original. Then I will just save it, and then I'll print it. That's what I told Suzette how to do it. That's why the patient are signing here. So if this is considered the original, you can sign, and then I will just save, and I will just print. And then you can understand my handwriting. Because, yeah, I made a mistake with that, but with this, I can do this.
Make it a little small so it will fit.
Yeah, I
in.
think I can do this.
But anyway, I don't know if right now, because in some PD or contracts,
Yeah, how come they're allowed?
They use computerized.
Oh, definitely.
But
Yeah.
you know what? They have another piece of paper though.
That's an,
And that's attached to their computerized charting.
The patient signature?
Yeah, that is the signature. It's a different thing.
what if Chris did that in your start of care? Here, you asked a question, and I don't know if I can speak or not, but tell me if I'm wrong. Chris, you asked if you I know they value you because you will go a lot of places and you get along well with your patients, but they value your flexibility, how far you'll drive, and all of those.
But I get a lot of flack with start of care, so
Okay.
I'll just do the routine. I'll go back to my job description.
So, so,
If you don't do your documentation well,
Mhm.
even if it's in the progress, not even if you're visiting, you will still get a lot of calls. Great.
Try the side. Oh, hold on.
okay.
Because it's considered original, I can bring my tiny printer. Hold on, use your
My finger may
Yeah.
have oil on it too.
this one.
And I have to be
See?
within the,
So it's original.
okay. If what we did when you did your first visit with the patient
Mhm.
is, this patient, that we put a little form that says, and you print the name, so-and-so, state that this is my signature.
Yeah.
So on the very first visit, they sign an actual piece of paper. That goes in the chart, and then
What do you
those-
mean?
It's a signature
Signature
attestation.
It's
Oh,
a-
okay.
Call it a signature
Signature. So
attestation.
we have their original signature, it goes in the chart,
Yeah.
they're saying, this is my signature.
Mhm.
And then after that, all of them get signed like this. I'm not the decision maker, but I don't see a problem.
Like for example, I have an SOC here.
I don't know.
I have-
I
that's
don't know
gotta
their
go to
policy
Gail.
procedure.
Yeah.
That's gotta go Gail, and
It
the
has to be, yeah, because they're
Okay.
still not, I think, we're still not computerized, we're still on paper, so I don't know. I think to me,
that process
it
had
will be
gotten approved
acceptable.
by Gene, right?
Yeah,
See, I have a transfer, SOC, research, and then they used to sign here. But you can ask Gail because
in
it's
time, I think it will be brought up, I think, with these computers. I think it's soon, it could be like
I
in
think
July,
this,
I think.
in order
That's
to.
what
July?
she said, something.
you're gonna suffer with my handwriting until July.
Yeah, you gotta improve it. You
I can't. I've been writing Chinese for.
Um,
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I've been writing Chinese for.
No, there's nothing wrong with the computerized.
But ask Gail if they can, because they can
let's
sign.
ask Gail about the signing. I think it's a,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
can do
but
that.
we have to,
Anyway.
we have to ask her,
Right,
Chris.
because I have to like ask Gail also to sign there. Okay.
So,
Where is she?
ask,
If you have any comments, you can do that one there, or otherwise you can just sign there. If you will continue to do the same, then I have to like, it might, ask for a disciplinary action, okay? So this is your first warning.
I'll give you my 2-week notice when I decide on the week.
You know, it's You are the captain of your soul.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Right.
Don't that,
No,
that's not a good idea.
it's okay. I mean,
No, it's
Gotta
not a good
put your
idea.
date. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just doing my job, and Jean is doing just my job, and we're just trying to help.
Yeah, all I want is my one chart done.
but I'm, yeah.
Me too. So you will not be calling me. Sarah will be calling me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
Oh
the
my
start of
gosh,
care anymore.
Yeah, you can. It's your choice. It's your
Yeah, at
choice.
least I can
always-
concentrate with my paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, you may want to, Chris said, I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here thinking two things. I'm thinking, Mary Starbucks gonna have a fit. But, you know what, you have to take care of your patients the way you know best how to take care of them. And if doing and concentrating right now on treating your patients and getting your paperwork
Yeah.
up to where you want
I can
it,
get a coffee.
Yeah.
and up to where you
I'm
want
just
it,
going to have
that's up to you. That's up to you.
Yeah, so I
You
can.
do that.
Yeah, if you can ask her too.
also send her Jean. So let me make a copy and then let's go to Yale about your computer thing and signature. I mean, I know I couldn't wait till we have the computer. You know what we do in Apex because we're computerized. When we visit all the time, that is, we have a separate paper that we put it there, the date and their signature and the time that I will need. And
Are you using
that's-
Kinser Access or?
I think we're using Kinser.
Yeah, it's
And
an
then-
internet base.
Yeah, I know.
It's
And-
much
and
better.
That's much better.
Whatever we're using here,
Let me
what
make a
we're
copy.
going to, this will be internet based. And you've already got the service. It'll be a service.
It's here I can type instead of writing.
And then is there a place where you can sign in that same manner as the patient?
What do you mean?
Because then it's your original signature and the patient's original signature.
Yeah, I can sign here and then she can sign. What we do was before was
By the way, I didn't ask you. So you're not going to write anything here? Employee statement?
no.
So I'll just put here no comment.
Like here,
Okay.
I can sign here. Oh my
You
god.
can, okay, and then you can have the patient sign below, as long as their finger isn't.
Yeah. Yeah. And then me here, Chris Lorenzo.
Okay.
Ah. I'll just erase it. I'll leave.
See, I don't see.
I'm leaving. Now I have to. Oh, thank you. As long as it's not oily.
Yeah, and I had just
That's why I wipe their finger with alcohol before they sign.
ended that. That's all I did.
I wish we
Yeah.
could go to the
That's it.
computer.
And then that will allow you to think, reminders to.
Yeah, because I really don't see your notes when she submitted. I really don't see them.
Yeah, we don't have a QA.
I know.
My
Don't have to.
other
It's
one
hard-
in here.
It's hard to like catch up and then until you already have answered notes. And that was just randomly picked by Gita. She just brought it to me.
Maybe I'll ask her. At least you can. Oh, I'm gonna still talk to Jen. Huh?
I just need your initials here because he wasn't private insurance. He was a Medicare HMO. And when we talked on the phone, we talked about this We talked about this,
Mhm.
and you said there's another one on the
Um,
left leg
somewhere
that
here.
is the other lesion.
Do I have to measure the lesion?
Everything should be measured just to cover you. If you didn't do it on this one, don't. It's not done.
Yeah,
You don't
because
make it up.
I just noticed it's a lesion, but
It's-
I didn't measure it.
If what I okay, when we have on the right leg, which is this one, you numbered it very nicely, but this is a stasis ulcer, and I'll show you.
Stasis?
Here we go. He called me on the phone. Patient had peripheral vascular disease with venous insufficiency and an ulcer of the other part of the foot. Those are the three definitions that make up stasis ulcer.
How come she has this? She's not even a smoker.
You can have it. You don't have
Hereditary or?
not even hereditary. Let me do this.
That would still be pretty
Okay, Cindy, I called her. Okay, what's wrong with this? You said you will do it 2 to 11. She doesn't even want to come in on Monday morning, right? We offered her that. You know what? Technically, she was going to be totally off. So she cannot come now and compete with Toy Canada at all.
need. Okay, I think you're saying it's need. Correct, that's, yeah, and she doesn't. No, she poops out. But she poops out even faster with, now the change in the medicine, or she just freezes it off, and then I have to like get her back. The father will really get her back. Cause he listens to me.
I'm not going to keep your time, but I will print it out for you. They just, this is not where I was on the site the other day, but they have a nice education handout on there.
What website? I'll
It's
just.
called WOCM.